Right now, while you are at work, running errands, or simply in the next room with the door closed, your dog is doing something you have never seen. And when scientists finally put hidden cameras inside homes to record what actually happens, what they found shocked even the researchers. Not because dogs misbehave, not because they are destructive, but because of how deeply, how quietly, and how completely they fall apart the moment you disappear. Stay for number 7, because that one is not just heartbreaking, it is a warning that most owners miss until it's too late. Welcome where we go looking for the real answers, not the comfortable ones, the ones backed by science, by research, and by the truth your dog has been living every single day. If this channel is new to you, subscribe right now, because what you're about to learn will permanently change the way you say goodbye to your dog. 1. The howl you never hear. The moment your front door closes, a timer starts inside your dog's nervous system. Studies using audio monitoring in family homes found that most dogs begin vocalizing within 4 minutes of being left alone, and the intensity peaks in the first 15 minutes. But here's what makes this finding so important. Most owners never hear it. They're already gone. The dog is already in distress, and no one is there to register it. That howl is not bad behavior. In canine language, it's an emergency broadcast. It's your dog saying, "I'm here. Where are you? Come back." The pack fragmented. The signal went unanswered, and your dog learned one departure at a time that broadcasting doesn't work. 2. They go looking for you. Hidden camera footage from separation anxiety studies shows a behavior that almost every dog exhibits in the first 30 minutes alone. Systematic searching. They check the last room they saw you in. They move to the front door. They circle back through the house. Some dogs repeat this loop for over an hour. They're not confused. Their brain has not yet accepted that you are gone. It is still running the protocol for finding a missing pack member. And when that search eventually fails, when there is simply no version of you left to find, something shifts in their body. The searching stops, and the waiting begins. 3. They take your place. Watch what your dog does after they stop searching. In the majority of documented cases, they move to the spot in your home that carries the highest concentration of your scent. Your chair, your side of the bed, the cushion you always sit on, the pile of clothes you left on the floor. A dog's olfactory system is between 10,000 and 100,000 times more sensitive than ours. Your scent does not fade quickly for them. It lingers, it pools. It becomes the closest thing to your presence that their biology can access. Lying in your spot is not a habit. It's their nervous system self-medicating. The scent triggers the same calming pathways that your actual presence triggers. It's the best substitute they have, and they use it every single day. 4. They don't eat. You may have noticed this already without understanding it. The food sits untouched until you come home, sometimes for hours. Your dog was hungry, the food was right there, and they still didn't eat. In wild canine social structures, eating alone is dangerous. You're distracted, you're vulnerable, you can't watch every direction at once. Eating is a communal act, and a dog whose pack has disappeared does not feel safe enough to complete it. Research into stress responses in dogs left alone showed significantly elevated cortisol throughout extended periods of solitude, and cortisol suppresses appetite. Your dog is not being dramatic. Their body chemistry has literally changed. They're in a low-grade stress state, and that state makes eating feel unsafe. Every sound becomes a threat and a hope. A door closing 3 houses down, a car with an engine that sounds like yours, footsteps on the stairwell that belong to someone else. Studies measuring canine heart rate during owner absence found repeated spikes throughout the period of solitude, each one corresponding to an auditory trigger in the environment. Your dog is not resting while you're gone. They're on alert. Their ears are processing every sound. Their body is tensed toward the door because every sound is two things at once, a potential threat and a potential signal that you have returned. The delivery driver who walks past your door, the neighbor's key turning in the lock, each of these triggers an alert response, followed immediately by the recognition that it's not you, followed by a crash back down into waiting. That cycle repeats, on average, dozens across a single day alone. 6. They carry you with them. There's a behavior documented across multiple separation studies that most owners have no idea exists. Dogs don't just lie in your spot. Surprisingly, they actively transport your scent, a sock from your laundry, a worn t-shirt left on the chair, a shoe left near the door. Dogs have been recorded picking these objects up and carrying them, not to chew, not to play, but to hold. Some dogs carry the same item to every location they move to during the day, from the door to the window, to the bed, to the floor in front of the couch. They are not being destructive. They're not being needy. They are doing the only thing their biology offers them when the real thing is not available. They're holding on. And if that image doesn't stop you for a moment, a dog quietly carrying your sock from room to room, waiting, then I don't know what will. 7. When the pattern suddenly changes, pay attention. Everything we've covered so far is the normal response of a dog who is bonded, who is waiting, who is coping. But there's a version of this story that's different, and it's the one that requires your immediate attention. If your dog, who has always greeted you at the door, suddenly stops, if a dog who used to follow you room to room now stays in one place, if the energy of the greeting has changed, flattened, or disappeared, do not assume they're tired. Do not assume it's a phase. A sudden change in greeting behavior, in proximity seeking, in the energy your dog brings to your return is one of the earliest and most reliable indicators of physical pain, illness, or a level of anxiety that has crossed from coping into crisis. Dogs do not show vulnerability easily, slowly, emotionally. When they stop performing the reunion ritual they have done every single day, something is wrong, and they have no other way to tell you. The behavior is the message. Read it. You leave every day. That's just life. That's not the problem. The problem is leaving without understanding what that means to the creature waiting behind the door. Your dog doesn't know you will come back in 2 hours. They don't know what 2 hours is. They know that the most important presence in their world has disappeared, and every minute of that disappearance is lived in full. The howl, the searching, the scent, the waiting, the sock carried quietly from room to room. None of it is performance. None of it is manipulation. It's just a dog doing the only things they know how to do for someone they've built their entire world around. And now you know. If this video changed how you see that moment when you walk out the door, share it with one person whose dog deserves to be understood. Subscribe. Every week we go deeper into the world your dog actually lives in, so you can finally meet them there. Drop a comment and tell us which of these 7 hit you the hardest, because your dog can't tell you, but we can.